He said it's for the new beginning.
Amen.
Not just for me only. So with that in mind, if you would, the Gospel of Luke, the 13th chapter. Beginning at the 6th verse. Under the King James writing, it says, and he spake also this parable.
Yes.
A certain man had a fig tree planted in his vineyard, and he came and sought fruit thereon, and found none. Then said he unto the dresser of his vineyard, Behold, these 3 years I come seeking fruit on this fig tree, and found none. Cut it down, while crowing it the ground. And he answered and said unto him, Lord, let it alone this year also, till I shall dig about it and done it. And if it bear fruit, well, and if not, then after that thou shalt cut it down. You may be seated. If you don't mind, just look at somebody who's on your row or was behind you one, and tell them it's in the contract.
It's in the contract.
Say it like you mean it, like they not fulfilling the contract. You know, when you go buy a car and you find something wrong with the car, you go back to the dealer and tell them, and the dealer tell you it's in the contract to get out from fixing.
That's right.
Or when you finance it and you find that they charging you more than you think they ought to charge you, the bank will tell you it's in the contract.
Amen.
My brothers and sisters, I don't care if you are saved or not. If you're born of a woman, it's in the contract.
All right.
I don't care if you don't go to church. I don't care if you don't believe in God. It's still in the contract. This contract is made between humanity and God.
Yes.
Right.
There's 3 types of contract. There's a written contract. There's a verbal contract. There's a consensual contract. In other words, you don't have to say nothing. It's just automatic known that this is in the contract. A good example is when you have a child just born, you don't write no contract.
Amen.
It's not a verbal contract that I will take care of you, but it's a consensual contract
That's right.
that I will raise you the best way I know how. All of us have a contract. Because before we even were born, God spoke to our spirit.
Yes.
That's why he said, I knew you before you was in your mother's womb. He spoke to our soul, our spirit. agreement with God before he even planted the seed
All right.
in our mother womb. It's in the contract. It's in the contract because before your mother got pregnant, it was agreed between you and God. So he allowed her to get pregnant.
Yes.
Because it's in the contract. All of us have a personal contract with God. It don't matter if you believe in him or not. It don't matter if you believe that going to church is worth it. It don't matter that whatever you believe about God, it's in the contract that you made before you took your first breath.
All right.
Jesus made a contract when he said, I will build upon this rock, I will build my church. And the gates of hell shall not prevail against it.
That's right.
It's in the contract. It's in the contract that he made sure that he's saying the devil will not come and tear up the church. Destroy the church. Before he allow it, he'll take the church out of this world.
Yes.
Can I get a witness?
Amen.
It's in the contract because when a man and a woman find one another and say they want to spend the rest of their life together, it's a contract saying that I will be faithful unto you.
Yes.
Unto death. Through rich, sickness, poor, I will be with you. It's in the contract. This contract is so sacred that it's not only against for the woman and the man, but God is there too, because you're telling God, I'm going to be faithful to this person. I will stick by their side to death do a part. It's in the contract. So don't think because you got a ring on your finger and you get tired of them, you can just walk out the door. You'll break the contract. And God only put a stipulation in the contract, and the only way you can walk if you get caught in adultery. But if you forgive them, I'll amend the contract. But if you walk out the door and break the contract, you can't marry nobody else because you don't broke the contract, and I'm not going to allow you to make another contract with somebody else. Somebody saying, what they got to do with the fig tree? Jesus is talking to the multitude.
Yes.
The Pharisees and the Sadducees and the scribes is trying to catch him in a lie. Trying to find something on him. But Jesus turned the table now and began to talk about your contract. It's ironic that when we go to church, we don't go to worship, but we go to watch people. See what they doing. So we can talk about what they're not doing and what they ought to do. But we don't forgot our contract. We go and bring issues and talk about things that we shouldn't talk about in the worship service, because we have a contract with God that when we come into his house, we come to worship. But we want to bring the satanic spirit into God's house and use profanity and do things like we're in the street, but when we're in God's house, we have signed a contract. This is the house of worship. So let's bring me into this text. It says a certain man had a fig tree planted in his vineyard.
Yes.
He had a fig tree. He didn't plant it in your backyard, but he planted in his vineyard.
Yes.
Now, this blew my mind when the Holy Spirit told me you got to watch it from a different point of view. He said, I had a contract with the tree. I said, huh? I had a contract with the tree. The first contract I had was, you're going to be a fig tree. Not an orange tree. Not a lemon tree. But a fig tree.
Yes.
Meaning you agreed to grow figs. Not lemons. So when I plant you, you already have a assignment.
That's right.
It don't matter who beside you, who behind you. It don't matter what that church over there doing. Don't matter what that church over there doing. Don't matter what that church behind you doing. But your assignment is to grow figs. It don't matter if they producing oranges over there. Don't try to produce oranges.
Come on.
The contract say you was a fig tree. So in other words, no matter who's on your bench, who's on your rope, don't matter how they praise, but you have a contract, how you going to praise?
All right.
In other words, focus on what your assignment is. Because you made it in the contract that you're going to produce a certain type of fruit.
All right.
Can I talk to somebody this morning?
Come on.
Oh, I'm beginning to feel it now.
Yes.
Yeah. See, the fig tree had an agreement with God that I'm going to produce figs. See, when you came in, you had agreement, I will make praises unto the Lord.
All right. Yes.
All ye land. In other words, I don't matter if you beside me and you said you made agreement that you're going to be sour today, but I made an agreement that I'm going to make a trumpet noise until. Turn it down a little like that. Let's go. So when I come into you turn it down too much. When you come down into God's house, I got to be ready to produce.
All right.
What I get in the contract.
Yes.
You may again, so now my first thing is I can't decide what I'm planting at.
All right.
What you mean? The fig tree didn't tell God where he want to be planted.
All right.
God told the fig tree where he gonna plant him.
Yes.
That's right.
So don't get upset because God planted you somewhere you feel like you don't belong.
All right.
What you mean? It's not your vineyard.
All right.
It's his vineyard.
All right.
Look at it, he said a certain man had a fig tree planted in his vineyard.
All right.
Yes.
In other words, before he planted you, he already made an agreement with you. And you don't tell him where you want to go. He tell you where you need to go.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah. What you trying to say? You can pick your job. You think you pick your job. But God already made agreement with you. That's why you got the job you own, because you need to be there.
All right. All right.
Because it's something you need to produce on that job.
That's right.
See, you might be the only saved person on that job.
Hallelujah.
You might be the only one that have a good relationship with God and not paying part-time, but is a full-time Christian. And so when God plants you on that job, it's not just for you to make money, but it's to tell somebody about his goodness.
Yes.
That's right.
He planted you there. You're looking at the money, what you're trying to get from him. But God said, look at him. I planted you there to produce some fruit.
All right.
What kind of fruit are you producing? See, when you serve Satan, you produce discord fruit, sour fruit, lemon, a crab apple.
Well,
You produce fruit that don't taste right. But when you on God's side, you ought to produce some stuff that tastes right. People always want to pluck it off you.
All right.
Don't get upset because people always run to you asking for advice. That means you producing the right fruit.
Yes.
all right.
I don't know who I'm talking to, but see, you got to understand when God plants you where you need to be and you doing what you're supposed to do, people gonna flock to you because they're trying to inspect the tree and and try to get what you got on the tree.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Because it's in the contract. He said, now watch this. And he came and saw fruit down. Come on. He expected fruit.
Yes.
But he don't see no fruit.
That's right.
Let me help you out. It ain't the pastor looking for fruit.
Mm-hmm.
He's the keeper of the vineyard.
Yes.
All right.
But the owner of the vineyard, the one that planted you,
Yes.
is looking for fruit.
All right.
The one that gave you the breath of life come by every once in a while expecting some fruit.
Yes, sir.
See that you produce something that he can pick off of you and share with somebody else.
Yes.
I said, whoa. I'm going to get to you, Dave. Don't worry about it. I'm going to get to you. I know you pack. I'm going to get to you. But right now, just check the church out.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't plant this place, put you in this place just because it looked good.
Mm-hmm.
But I plant you there because it was on good ground.
Amen.
All right.
That's all. You just don't plant something anywhere. Before you plant it, you inspect the ground.
Yes.
All right.
You don't plant a plant in sand and expect it to grow and produce something
Mm-hmm.
because you know the ground ain't good.
That's right.
You don't plant it in clay because you know it's going to choke it.
Uh-huh.
So when I plant something, I plant it, make sure the ground is able to grow it.
All
right.
Yes.
So when I plant you, I already know you are able to grow because I plant you in a good ground.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody saying, how I know I'm good, you're on good ground? Let me help you out. You're on good ground because if you weren't on good ground, you want a guy that came today.
All right.
You want because if you weren't on good ground, you won't worry about going to church.
Amen.
You won't worry about trying to learn God's word. You won't worry about trying to grow better. Because when you're on good ground, you can't help but to dig deep,
Yes.
trying to soak up the nutrients.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
The problem ain't with the ground. The problem is with the tree.
All right.
Because the tree got the contract.
All right.
Yes, sir.
He placed you in the right place. The tree can't get mad at God for what God planted. Because God said, I plant you where you can get the nutrient to produce what you want. But you too sorry to dig deep in the ground and soak up what I gave you. Because everything, I'm not going to just put it around you and let you just get it. Some things you got to work for. If you want to grow, you're going to have to study sometimes. You're going to have to come to the word. You're going to have to do, you're going to have to soak up some stuff.
Yes, sir.
Because when you're in the tree, you got to soak up some stuff so you can produce something. It's just like when a woman pregnant, she got to eat the right food to make sure the baby is healthy. So if you are a tree and when God plants you, you got to make sure you get the right nutrients.
Yes.
What they got to do with me? You got a lot to do with me. Because a lot of us, we soak up the wrong stuff.
Well,
We trying to be like housewives of Atlanta. All these stuff we see on TV, we soaking up the wrong stuff. Because guess what? It's going to produce bad fruit.
that's right.
People picking it, but it don't mature you.
Mm-hmm.
It give you counsel. Because good fruit will keep you healthy.
Amen.
Right.
No, well, what you mean? Then he said unto him, unto the dresser of the vineyard, behold, these 3 years I came seeking fruit. I told you once time before that when they plant a fig tree, they give it 5 years before they even look for the figs. In other words, God said, I gave you time to grow, to come to the age of producing. And once you get to the age of producing, I expect to see some product.
Yes, sir.
Blew my mind. He said, hey, you can't get mad at the tree because you the caretaker of the vineyard. Can I deal with the caretaker before I go back to the tree?
Go ahead.
The caretaker is lazy because the caretaker has treated the tree properly. What you mean? Because when he saw a dead limb, he should have cut it off.
Right.
When he saw the tree leaning, he should have straightened it up. When he should have pruned the tree, he didn't prune it.
Yes.
When he should have dug around, make sure he got the right fertilizer, he didn't do it. He wanted the tree to take care of itself. He just cut the grass. When he see things attaching to the tree, he didn't put it on, make sure the tree stay healthy. So when the owner comes to inspect the tree can say, I tried to do my part. But the caretaker didn't read the contract.
Right.
What you saying? He didn't take care of me properly.
Well,
He didn't break the word down so I can understand it.
okay.
When the wind blew in the storm, he didn't spray me back up. When when a limb broke, he didn't mend it to make sure it stayed healed.
Yes.
He just walked by and looked at me. Because he thought the tree was going to take care of itself. But he failed to realize the contract said, watch over the tree.
Yes.
Love the tree. Protect the tree. Trim the tree when it needs to be
Yes,
trimmed.
sir.
Make sure the tree gets its right nutrients. I'm almost finished. But watch what he said. Now come seeking fruit on the tree and find on it. Cut it down. The caretaker of the vineyard can't cut nothing down until the owner takes it.
Right.
I'm trying again. He can't walk away from the tree until the owner says, cut it down.
All right.
Jesus.
And when he cut it down, that means you had to did your part to take care of the tree.
Yes.
All right.
But watch what he did. He said, because I've been inspecting it for 3 years. Now, this messed me up. Because not only was the caretaker at fault, but the tree was at fault too. The caretaker knows God was inspecting the tree.
Yes.
The tree got sorry. didn't want to produce no fruit. But the tree was still upholding the birds of the air.
Yes.
All right.
So now we see we be planted. After we get planted, we're supposed to produce. After we produce, we're supposed to please.
Mm-hmm.
What you mean? Because when we produce something, we're supposed to please the people who expected to receive something
All right.
from the tree.
All right. All right. All right.
See, on your job, if you don't produce, you can't please the customer.
Come on now.
All right. That's right.
Come on.
I don't care what kind of job you got. If you don't produce, you will not please the customer.
That's right.
Because without a customer, you can't have a job.
That's right.
And if you produce sour stuff or messed up stuff, sooner or later you'll get laid off.
That's right.
Because there's not enough work to pay the labor.
Uh-huh.
But you know what? I'm going to admit, this part right here,
Mm-hmm.
I was looking through a one-way mirror. He said, cut it down.
Cut it down.
And I saw you cut the tree down, but the caretaker still had a job.
Yes.
All right.
I said, because when I saw it, I said, you cut that tree down, but you got other trees to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So the caretaker won't lose his job, but the tree will lose his life.
Ooh. Jesus.
The Holy Spirit says, that's true. Because once I cut that tree down, you got more responsibility. You got other trees you got to take care of.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
He said, well, why you want to cut that tree down when you should have took care of that tree?
Uh-huh.
I looked at it again. He said, stop looking at it. You got a job. You secure in your job. But what about the one that you lost?
Mm-hmm.
All right now.
Now you see why I said for just for me. He said, you had a contract to take care of the vineyard.
Mm-hmm.
You were assigned to this tree, but you take care of the other tree. You can go preach to the other trees. Take care. That's not your assignment. I put this one tree in just for your attention. You can't take care of that one I told you to pay a special attention to. So let's look at the tree again. He said, now, don't cut it down. I know where I messed up at.
Mm-hmm.
When you get ready to get laid off on your job or get fired, what you tell them? Give me one more chance. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to be cut down. You first thing you say, tell me where I messed up at. And I straighten it out.
Yes.
What got me was the caretaker knew where he messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch what he said. He said, leave it alone for 1 year.
1 year.
Y'all missed it. Because if you leave it alone, I know the tree able to produce.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All I just need 1 year to work with it.
Right.
Because I see stuff in the tree. I see the buds, but it just won't grow.
Mm-hmm.
So I know the tree is able to produce. I don't need 2 years. They give me 1 more year. Can I tell you something about the tree? See, a fig tree produce fruit for 10 months out of the year. So they don't give you a that you don't have an excuse being lazy and saying it's not my season. Because you only have 2 months out of the year to rest. Rest of the time, God expects you to be producing something.
Yeah.
He said, now, just let me tilt it. Tilt means I'm going to dig around it. The leaves and the stuff that's all around it that don't need to be there, let me get it away from the roots. The stuff in their lives that they don't need to be watching or dealing with, let me help them get it away from their roots. So they can get some nutrients. After I till the ground, I'm going to dig. Watch this. I'm going to rake stuff away that's in your life. Rake stuff away from you. Then I'm going to dig around your roots.
Right. All right.
First, I'm going to tell you some stuff that's going on that you're doing or that's hanging out, that you're hanging with. Or you're doing. I got to show you where you're messed up at. Second thing, I got to dig into your personal realm.
All right.
Then you first thing you know how you get in my business, but in order for you to grow, the caretaker got to get into your private business.
All right.
Because he ain't digging around out in the field, but he digging close to your root where you getting your nutrients. Otherwise, he got to get in your personal business. He said, now let me till the ground, dig. Well, I got to go deep into your personal private life.
All right.
To help you grow. Then he used a word and dung it. Dung it is the stuff that come out when we sit down in the bathroom. What animals you do in the field. He said, now let me pick up that mess and put it in the root. Let me try it again. All of us know the word, the S word. Let me take that S word and put it in the root. First off, I'm going to get the mess out from around your life. Second off, I got to get in your business. Third, then I'm going to take the stuff that stink, then put it in your root to make you grow.
All right.
Let me make it plain. I got to take the stuff that stink in your life, that S stuff, to put it in your root, to fertilize you, let you know that stuff that stink going to help you grow because you're going to overcome it.
Yes.
See, young folks ain't getting it. Let me help you guys. Until you get to you got to go through some stuff in your life that you got to overcome. And when you overcome it, you're going to look and say, that's what made me grow. Because I found out hating at the club ain't really good enough.
All right.
I found out that joker I thought I loved running around. He got 4 or 5 different women, or she got 4 or 5 different men. And I found out I thought I loved her, but what really it was a mess in my life. But without that mess, I would never find out about who was faithful to me.
All right.
Because I was going on looks, not commitment.
All right.
Because if you can find an ugly joker, he be more committed and love you more than a pretty joker.
All right.
And what I found out is over time, as you grow, you'll realize ugly will change.
That's right.
Because he might be ugly now, but he committed to take care of you. He's going to do whatever he got to do to take care of you. And before you realize you ain't poor no more.
All right.
All right.
All right.
And he ain't looking ugly no more.
That's right.
Men, let's be real. Money make us look good. Because no woman want a broke man.
All right.
They'll run behind one and look good and look like he got something. But when they find out he's really broke, that's digging around the tree, that's scraping that stuff away. Then I gotta get in your point. That Negro ain't no good. He just want to. Then I got to put the stinking stuff in the root. They help you to grow. When you realize I messed up.
Yes.
I had somebody who loved me. I had somebody who want to help me. I had somebody we can have something together, but I messed with that crackhead.
Yes. All right. All right.
Now I messed with that whole mama. I messed with that S-woman. I was running around. I gave 15 years of my life to no good when he won't put a ring on it. But he wanted the milk. Gave him 2 kids, but he won't put a ring on it. But then, when I woke up and smelled the mess,
All right.
I began to produce some fruit.
Yes, sir.
Then all of a sudden, somebody showed up who appreciate me for what I can produce. It's funny that the stuff that's stinking your life will make you grow, be a better person. Read the fine print of the contract. God expects something out of you because he already gave you something. He said, I'll plant you in good grounds.
Yes.
But I expect you to produce. You know what the good ground is? I gave you the word. Somebody saying, how that people overseas is dying just to get the word. They live in a country where they won't preach the gospel. They want dictatorship. But they doing everything. They slipping in people's houses behind closed doors just to get one verse of the word to get understanding. But you got 66 books and you don't want to lift up your name and lift up your voice to give praise unto God. When you got a contract with God and you on good ground, you can stand up for yourself. You can come and learn for yourself. But you ain't got to sneak and hide to get the word. But yet still, you don't want to produce when you're on good ground. You worry about the next tree beside you. Don't worry about it. It'll produce lemon. It's a lemon tree. But your job is to produce figs.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
And on the way to my seat, you ought to be glad you're a fig tree. So a fig is designed to give you the nutrients of a nut, of vitamins, vegetables, and fruit. A fig tree got all these things in it. And they can take care of all your needs. Produce what's in the contract. Let us stand. If you hadn't received Christ in your life, and you want Christ to come in your life, this is the time. Will you let him come in your life? Will you let Christ save you, deliver you, so you can produce some fruit?
Sometimes I get this and I say like this.
Will you trust him in it? Tomorrow's not